Hi guys, I'm back with another lecture of human rights and values. And in this lecture, we'll cover the topic of types of values and the components of values. So before we start, just a brief introduction about myself. So I'm Sandhya Rao, working as an assistant professor at St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management. So in the last lecture, we covered what are the objectives of value education and what exactly human values or value education is all about. So in this lecture, we'll cover the next topic, that's concept of human values and the types of values and components. So let's get started. So there are different kinds of value, starting with the ultimate values. Ultimate values basically try to emphasize upon the existence of God, wherein we derive all the values from our religion, from our God, from our belief system, from our faith. So we have categorized the components into four parts: life perspective, impact on individual, impact on society, and natural world. So here, if we talk about life perspective, then we feel or we relate ourself or our life with God. We say that every individual is the creation of God and God is the supreme power. So we derive all our values from the religion. And we also say that religion is nothing, but it arises from the human response to God, as in how different people respond to God existence, how different people categorize the God. Let's say Hindu people or people with Hindu religion feel that any idol made up of stone or sand can be idolized, and they worship Lord Krishna, Ram, and many other are there. So that is how they have derived their religion. Similarly, people who believe in Islamic religion or Islamic faith system, they believe that they believe in Allah. So likewise, the people who follow Sikhism or Jainism or let's say Buddhism, then they have different god, and based on the existence of their god, they have formed these different religion. So this is how they have categorized their life perspective. Similarly, if we talk about society, then we say that all the people uh, again are the creation of God, and every individual recognizes the human rights and is consistent with what we know to be the law of God. So whatever is right according to the God or according to our religion, we will do that, and whatever is wrong, then we will not do it in our society. So basically all the norms of society are formed or are being framed in accordance with the religion or God. Then if I talk about natural world or the nature, then nature is appreciated as a gift of God, and our relationship to nature is that of stewards, which means we are charged with the managing it in trust for the future generations, which means that we are not the creator of nature. Nature is just like a gift to us. It has been gifted to us by God, and we have to maintain it. We have to maintain it properly for our future generation. So we can say that this concept of nature and natural world is somewhat similar to sustainable development, because sustainable development is also based on the similar grounds, that whatever we have, whatever resources we have, we should use them wisely. We should use them in optimum quantity so as to preserve them for the future generation also. Then if I talk about democratic values, then democratic values mein what happens is that we feel that humans are free and they have the freedom to live as they choose, provided they do not infringe the rights of others to do the same. So एक democratic view रहता है कि every people or every person on the earth have equal right and they have equal access to political process, या country में जो भी process हो रहे हैं उन सब में we have equal say. So for this reason, people with different ultimate values may be prepared to accept a number of values whose practical justification is the maintenance of a viable democratic state. So यहाँ पे what we are trying to say is that whatever opinion, whatever values you have, they are such in nature that you will not discriminate anybody on any basis. तो यहाँ पे आप हर चीज को इक्वली व्यू करोगे, कोई बायसनेस नहीं होगी रिलीजन के बेसिस पे, दैट यू नो योर डिसीजंस आर योर जो आपके डिसीजंस जो अगर आप कोई भी लेते हैं, देन दे वोंट बी ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ योर रिलीजन, उनको आपके डिसीजंस को आपके रिलीजन गाइड नहीं करेंगे. So that is democratic values. Then we have in this also, if I talk about life perspective, then here you search for knowledge, because your decisions will be more rational in nature, they will be more reliable because they will be based on certain facts and figures. So after proper analysis and after you have searched for the entire knowledge, only then you will come to any kind of conclusion. So it enhances the achievement. On the other hand, when you have proper knowledge and you have done proper research and proper analysis has been done, then whatever conclusion or whatever decision you are going to make, that will be more fruitful. And so the right of all the individuals to freedom to worship or not to worship is taken into consideration. तो यहाँ पे life perspective की अगर हम बात करें, religion की अगर हम बात करें, तो it depends upon the person himself that whether he want to worship or not. Both will be treated equally, they both will be treated at par. Then next is individual aspect. So here the basic right of all the people, regardless of the difference to race, gender, ability and religious belief, is thought of, and each individual is encouraged to contribute to the community services consistent with the good citizenship. So here what we are expected to do is that we will not be discriminating anybody on any basis. Also we will be encouraged to contribute to our community services, कि एक good citizenship वाली qualities जो है हमारे अंदर होनी चाहिए, and we should all contribute to the society. Then if I talk about the society concept, society aspect, then here responsibility is provided as a safety net for those in the society who lack the capacity through sickness, disability or unemployment to sustain a viable lifestyle. So here what we are trying to say is that if anybody is in need, let's say if anybody falls sick, or you know, if a person is disabled or is unemployed, then in that case the other people in the society will help that person. Okay, so society provides a safety net, it acts as a safety net. Then nature is taken for conservation of the environment, and the need to continue to develop natural resources to sustain human life is taken into consideration. See, in the earlier ultimate value, it was being said that human are the stewards, which means we are entrusted with the job to take care of the nature. But here in democratic values, we have to sustain human life, and we have to develop natural resources also, which means that we have to grow more plants, we have to grow we have to ensure that you know no species of animals or plants has been extinct. उनके लिए एक natural habitat create करने की जरूरत है, वो हम करेंगे. So not just as a protector, but हमें एक creator का भी role यहाँ पर play करना पड़ेगा. Then we have educational values, wherein we focus more on both. दोनों ही चीजें आ जाती हैं यहाँ पे, ultimate भी और democratic भी. So it's a combination of both these two values. So here we say that values intrinsic to knowledge, which it seeks to impact, or the ethics of providing instructions to human beings within the constraint of classroom. तो यहाँ पे हम दोनों ही चीजें कह रहे हैं that there are certain values which are very much intrinsic to the people. बहुत सारी ऐसी values होती हैं जो हमारे खुद से ही अंदर से आती हैं, जो हमें कोई सिखाता नहीं है. एंड बहुत सारी ऐसी चीजें होती हैं जो हमें एक क्लासरूम एनवायरनमेंट में सिखाई जाती है, जो हमें हमारे पेरेंट्स से, हमारे टीचर से, हमारे सराउंडिंग से हमें सीखने को मिलती है. एंड देयर आर सर्टेन वैल्यूज व्हिच आर इंट्रिंसिक, जो हमारे अंदर से ही होती है. सो हियर if I talk about the four aspects, then life perspective में we encourage the students to explore the moral point of view and to develop a personal value system. तो यहाँ पे हम स्टूडेंट्स को एम्फसाइज करते हैं कि वो एक मॉरल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू डेवलप करे और एक पर्सनल वैल्यू सिस्टम को बिल्डअप करे. Second, every child has the right to access to available knowledge at an appropriate developmental level. And here we say that जो भी इंडिविजुअल है वो हर लेवल पे, मतलब अकॉर्डिंग टू हिज एज, उसको पूरा राइट है एक जो उसके एज के हिसाब से जो अप्रोप्रिएट नॉलेज उसके पास होनी चाहिए, उसके लिए वो एंटाइटल्ड है. Then next is society. So here we are trying to become more and more rational. See, we are moving from ultimate to democratic, टू मोर लिबरल, ओके, एजुकेशनल। तो यहाँ पे हमारी चीजें जो है वो और ज्यादा रैशनल हो जाएंगी, और ज्यादा इंटेलेक्चुअल हो जाएंगी, और ज्यादा एब्स्ट्रैक्ट हो जाएंगी। Then if I talk about society aspect, then critical reflections are recognized on both the cultural heritage and the attitudes and values underlying current social trends. A social obligation to support research that promises to improve the quality of human life and to share the benefits as widely as possible is also noted. So here we are saying that a person will have to ensure the cultural heritage also, and also the social trends which are ongoing. So we have to uh, reflect ourselves into those things as well. Okay, we have to be a part of the social trend, we have to be a part of the cultural heritage, and we have to and also it's a social obligation on every person that you have to support the research that promises to improve the quality of life. So कोई भी ऐसी चीज जो ह्यूमन लाइफ की क्वालिटी को इम्प्रूव करता है, उस पर अगर हम कोई भी रिसर्च करते हैं, देन वी शुड, कोई भी अगर और भी करता है, then we should always encourage them. Then in case of nature, then there is a human drive to understand that realities of the world as being a valid quest for truth in its ultimate unity, and the aim of understanding of all the domains of human experiences, especially physical, intellectual, aesthetic, social, moral, and spirituality is promoted. So here we are saying that एक हर लेवल पे मतलब चीजों को जस्टिफाई करना है, एंड एक कुछ भी अगर आप करते हैं तो उसका एक वैलिड रीजन होना चाहिए, दैट वॉट एवर यू आर डूइंग, अगर फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ यू आर ट्राइंग टू एक्सप्लॉइट द नेचर, देन देयर हैज टू बी अ वैलिड रीजन व्हाई यू आर डूइंग इट. इफ यू फील दैट दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग इज नॉट वायबल ऑन अ लार्जर एक्सटेंट, या एक लार्जर पार्ट ऑफ सोसाइटी के लिए वो चीज सही नहीं है, देन यू शुड नॉट बी डूइंग इट. So here you will be questioning yourself at every point that whether I am doing something for a good cause or not. तो यहाँ पे हमारी rationality जो है वो ज्यादा work करती है. Then we also have categorized the values into two more categories. One is subjective, the other one is objective. So subjective, which can be also known as internal, and objective, which can also be called as external. So internal as in those values which are very much internal, and subjective. Subjective as in which differs from person to person. अगर कोई चीज हमारी personal है, internal है, then definitely it will differ. मेरी values एक मेरे friend से different हो सकती हैं, मेरे parents से different हो सकती है, because there are certain values which are very much internal, जो मेरी by virtue of birth मैंने inherit करी है. So some educators hold the view that educational values are internal and subjective. They are biological and psychological in origin, and they satisfy the wants and desires of the student. They do not have any intrinsic or inherent worth of their own. Only their students or teacher value them from his or her point of view and needs, intrinsic and emotion. तो यहाँ पे हमारी जो values हैं वो हमारे कुछ नीड्स के बेसिस पे या हमारे इमोशंस के बेसिस पे सब्जेक्टिव होती है, यानी कि पर्सनल होती है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल बेस्ड ऑन द नीड, अगर हम एक वेग एग्जाम्पल ले लेते हैं, फॉर एग्जाम्पल देयर इज अ थीफ. अब उसकी नीड है कि उसको अपना घर चलाना है, उसको अपना खाना पकाना है, तो फॉर दैट वो चोरी करता है. अब एक दूसरा पर्सन है जिसकी नीड शायद अपनी भूख को मिटाना नहीं है, बेबी शायद उसकी नीड है कि उसे साइकोलॉजिकल नीड्स को सेटिस्फाई करना है, उसकी जो नीड्स हैं, जो बेसिक नीड्स है वो ऑलरेडी सेटिस्फाई हो रही हैं, तो वो मास्लो हायरार्की नीड में थोड़ा ऊपर वाले लेवल पे है, तो अब वो चोरी को गलत समझेगा. तो उसकी वैल्यूज ये सब्जेक्टिव हो गई है, क्योंकि यहाँ पर उसकी वैल्यूज डिफर करेंगी उस थीफ से. हालांकि जो ये अगर हम इसको ओवरऑल अगर हम व्यू करें, देन डेफिनेटली स्टीलिंग समथिंग इज रॉन्ग. किसी भी केस में वो रॉन्ग है, बट मैं सिर्फ ये एक एग्जाम्पल यहाँ पे यूज कर रही हूँ कि हमारी नीड्स के बेसिस पे हमारी वैल्यूज जो है वो डिफर करती हैं. तो ये सब्जेक्टिव नेचर को रिफ्लेक्ट करता है, ये सब्जेक्टिव वैल्यूज होती हैं जब हमारी नीड्स, हमारी जो वैल्यूज है वो डिफर करती है. ठीक है. सिमिलरली बेस्ड ऑन आवर इमोशंस हमारी वैल्यूज भी डिफर कर सकती हैं. हमारे कुछ इंस्टिंक्ट्स होते हैं कि कोई चीज हमें अगर नहीं अच्छी लग रही है, बस नहीं पसंद आ रही है, for no reason. I'm not liking something and maybe there's another person who is liking it. कोई भी ऐसी चीज है, कोई particular product है जो market में आया है and I have this instinct that this particular product will not be suitable for me, then in that case that's subjective value for me, and for that person who is liking that product, that's also subjective value. Now the next is objective, which is external, which we derive from something else. So here we do not believe that they are just internal or private concern of the teacher and the student. The followers of this view believe that personal desire may be an important element of educational value, but they hold that the values are independent of such desire. So here we say कि हमारी जो values हैं वो definitely एक certain extent तक depend करती हैं इन सब चीजों पे, but हमारी जो और कुछ values होती हैं they are totally independent of these desires. मतलब कुछ ऐसी भी values होती हैं जो हमारी नीड्स के बेसिस पे नहीं बनाई जाती है, हमारे इंस्टिंक्ट्स के बेसिस पे नहीं बनाई जाती है, हमारे इमोशंस के बेसिस पर नहीं बनाई जाती है. सो वैल्यूज अगेन एक और भी हमारी कैटेगरी है इन विच वी हैव डिवाइडेड इंस्ट्रूमेंटल एंड इंट्रिंसिक. Instrumental values are the values which are judged good for something, that is their values are dependent upon the consequences or the outcome, which means कि ये दूसरी values पर depend करते हैं, उनके outcome पे depend करते हैं, then that is why we call them instrumental values. Then we have intrinsic values. Intrinsic values are the interests in the object, not imposed or applied by outside agencies. They are judged good not for something else but are good in and of themselves. For example, अगर कोई चीज मुझे नहीं अच्छी लग रही है तो वो नहीं लग रही है, ये intrinsic value हो गई है. But instrumental value will be something कि अगर मुझे कोई चीज अच्छी नहीं लग रही है तो वो क्यों नहीं लग रही है, मेरा कोई prior reason रहा होगा जिसकी वजह से मुझे वो चीज अच्छी नहीं लग रही है, then that is instrumental value. Okay. There are still another two types of values from an altogether different point of view to value. So उनको हम कह सकते हैं personal values, neighbor values, community values, and yeah. Okay, so let's read about them. So values which are prescribed by an individual alone, irrespective of his or her social relationship, are termed as personal value. For example, dignity of labor, sensitivity, cleanliness, politeness, honesty, ये personal values होती हैं. If I want everything to be very neat and clean and tidy and everything should be in order, then that's a personal value. Not everybody likes all the things to be in organized manner or tidy manner. So it's a personal value. Similarly, not every person believes in politeness. Okay. There are people who want things to be done in a rude manner, कि वो ये believe करते हैं that if you want your work to be done, then you have to follow, then you have to be strict with your workers. And there's another theory that goes around which says that if you want your work to be done, then you have to be very polite with your workers. तो दोनों ही theories जो हैं वो personal हैं, अपना अपना lookout है, and दोनों ही सही हैं. इसमें कोई biasness नहीं है कि एक चीज गलत है या दूसरी चीज सही है. Both are right. Then honesty again, these are all personal values. Then next is neighborly values. Unlike personal value, neighborly values जो है वो necessitates the interaction of two or more persons. For instance, one can exhibit his or her patience with oneself, but this value is correctly actualized in the exercise of calmness and tranquility with another person or persons. अब हम दूसरे person के साथ कैसे behave कर रहे हैं, उसमें जो हमारी वैल्यूज दिखाई देती हैं, दे आर कॉल्ड नेबरली वैल्यूज. कि अपने आप से एवरीबडी कैन से दैट यू शुड बी पोलाइट, यू शुड बी ऑनेस्ट, यू शुड बी सेंसिटिव. बट जब हम दूसरे पर्सन के साथ ये सब चीजें, क्योंकि सेंसिटिविटी, पोलाइटनेस एंड ऑनेस्टी, दीज आर सच कॉन्सेप्ट्स व्हिच कैन नॉट बी जज्ड अगर आप सिर्फ कह रहे हो. आप जब दूसरे पर्सन के साथ एक्चुअली में उस चीज को प्रैक्टिकली एप्लीकेबल करते हो, तभी ये चीजों को जज किया जा सकता है. सो हियर वी आर ट्राइंग टू से दैट how you practice your values when you are with other people. तो यहाँ पे जब आप दूसरे लोगों के साथ कैसे behave कर रहे हो, वो जो values reflect होकर आती हैं, they are called neighborly values. Then community values. See, neighborly values and community values में difference थोड़ा सा है. Neighborly is your near surrounding, जो आपके बिल्कुल पास वाला जो area होता है, जो जिसमें ज्यादातर हम एक या दो persons की बात करें. But community value, as in we are talking about the entire community.
So the values that entails the complexities of wider interactions between group of people. तो यहाँ पे groups आ गए हैं, यहाँ पे number of people जो है वो बढ़ गए हैं, are termed as community value. For example, treating all in a friendly and loving manner can be practiced by one individual with one's neighbor. ऐसा हो सकता है कि ठीक है हम अच्छे से पोलाइटनेस शो कर रहे हैं, लेकिन जिनके साथ हम पोलाइट रहे हैं वो हमारे फ्रेंड्स ही हैं या हमारे रिलेटिव्स हैं, 2-4 लोग हैं, तो हम इजीली अपना एक अच्छी सी इमेज क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. बट व्हेन वी आर इन अ लार्जर ग्रुप, देन देयर it is very much possible that most of the people will be present over there whom we don't like. ऐसा तो नहीं है कि सारे हमारे फ्रेंड्स होंगे, कुछ ऐसे भी लोग होंगे जो शायद हमें ना पसंद हो. तो वहां पर आपकी कम्युनिटी वैल्यूज रिफ्लेक्ट होती हैं, दैट हाउ यू एक्चुअली बिहेव विद देम. सो उस टाइम पे अगर आप अपनी पोलाइटनेस शो कर रहे हो, अपनी ऑनेस्टी को शो कर रहे हो, एंड यू आर बीइंग सेंसिटिव टुवर्ड्स अदर पीपल, देन दैट इज योर कम्युनिटी वैल्यू. Then we also have theoretical value, economic value, aesthetic value, social value, political values, and religious value. Which means कि theoretical value as in कि dominant interest है discovery of truth में, ठीक है. Economic value as in characteristic interest in all that is useful in terms of money. तो यहाँ पे आपका उन चीजों में इंटरेस्ट रहेगा, उस तरह की वैल्यूज रहेंगी आपकी जो कि मनी ओरिएंटेड होंगी. एस्थेटिक वैल्यू विच मीन्स जो एक ब्यूटी से, एक आर्ट से रिलेटेड एस्थेटिक वैल्यूज रहती हैं कि आपको हर चीज जो है एक ऑर्डर में चाहिए, यू वांट एवरीथिंग टू बी tidily maintained. For example, there are certain people who want some particular things in a particular place and a particular order. कि अगर ये पानी का ग्लास है तो ये इधर ही होना चाहिए, लेफ्ट साइड में होना चाहिए, राइट साइड में नहीं होना चाहिए. या फिर रूम, अगर आपका एक ड्राइंग रूम है तो उसमें फ्लावर्स होने चाहिए या कलर कॉम्बिनेशन ऐसा होना चाहिए. तो बेसिकली वो आपकी वैल्यूज को शो करता है, आपकी एस्थेटिक वैल्यूज को शो करता है कि आपको किस तरह की आर्ट पसंद है. देन वी हैव सोशल वैल्यूज. दिस इज हाईएस्ट लव फॉर द पीपल, कि आप लोगों के साथ कैसे इंटरैक्ट करते हैं, आपके सोशल स्किल्स कैसे हैं, हाउ यू इंटरैक्ट विद अदर पीपल. दिस रिप्रेजेंट्स योर सोशल पीपल, सोशल वैल्यूज. And political values as in where your main interest is to gain prestige and power. जब आप थोड़े power oriented हो जाते हो, थोड़े prestige oriented हो जाते हो, then you start covering your political values. Then religious values तब होंगी जब आप अपने religion को ज़्यादा prime importance दोगे and you will place your religion over everything else. तो यहाँ पे supreme importance आपके religion को दी जाएगी and everything else will come secondary to it. So this is all about the different values that we have, and value education tries to cover all these values कि आपको हर sphere में better निकल कर आना है. You have to improve your skills, you have to improve yourselves in all these different spheres. You have to be a good citizen, you have to be democratic, which means you have to be unbiased, and also you have to be very sensitive towards the other people. Aesthetic values भी होनी चाहिए, economic values भी होनी चाहिए, otherwise how you're going to be a good citizen. आपको अपनी country के लिए, country की growth के लिए, GDP के लिए भी contribute करना important है. So you have to have economic values as well. Political values is again important because how you're going to run the country. अगर सब लोग ऐसे सोचने लग जाएंगे that you know प्रेस्टीज और पावर एक नेगेटिव अगर लाइट में इसको व्यू करेंगे सब लोग, then how the country is going to be run. We need people to be in power so that they can control the other people and they can run the country, and things will be operated smoothly. So for that you have to have political values as well. All right, so this is it for today's lecture. Thank you.